Let's find the distance between 2 points. So anytime you're given 2 points and you're asked to find the distance, we are going to plug that right into the distance formula. So what we're going to do here, whatever the first point that they give you, make that x1, y1. This point here will be x2, y2. Plug it directly into the distance formula here. So the distance is going to equal to the square root of, take x2, which for us is a 3, minus is part of the formula, x1 is a 7, and then it says it's going to be that squared, plus y2, which is a negative 7, again minus is part of the formula, y1 is a negative 1, and we are going to square that as well. The rest of the problem is just simplifying this formula here. So to simplify this formula, the first thing we're going to do, subtract inside the parentheses. Order of operations, do parentheses first. So I'm going to drop down the parentheses, square, the plus sign in between. All we're going to do is subtract here in the middle. 3 minus 7 is a negative 4. Negative 7 minus negative 1. This is the double negative rule, making that negative 7 plus 1, which is negative 6. And the next step, go ahead and square each one of those. Negative 4 squared, negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. Negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. Next step, go ahead and add them together. 36 plus 16 is a 52. Next, we're just going to do the square root of 52, so you can either plug that into your calculator to simplify it, or you can reduce it by hand. Now, if you have a calculator that simplifies it, that's great. If not, I'm old school. I like to reduce everything by hand. When you reduce radicals by hand, you have to split them up into a multiplication using perfect squares. 52 happens to be the same thing as 4 times 13. Square root of 4 is a 2. Square root of 13 cannot be simplified, so you drop that down. The distance is 2 square roots of 13s. They typically like this left as a simplified radical instead of decimal form.